Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about data wrangling. As all of you know that data wrangling is a process of removing errors and combining complex data set to make them more accessible and easier to different statistical analysis. So today we will use the combining, merging method, and we will see reshaping in upcoming tutorial. So in order to combine your data frame, there is three different ways. The first one is stacking, and the second one is side by side, and the third one is merging, especially by using the merge function on the base of common variable. So let's create some studio data, and here is the first here is our first data, and give the name is first, and you can change into data1, data2, whatever you want. So type this and submit to our studio. Then let's see the first data look like. So it is composed of x1, x0, or x0, x1, and x2. Then let's create again some fake data and you can designate it as second. Yes, let's see. Yeah, still it is x0, x1, and x2. And let's create the third data. The third data is composed. The column name is x4 and x5, while in the first data the column name is x0, x1, x2. And again in the second data the column name is x0, x1, x2. But here is x4 and x5. So type this and submit to our studio. Yes, then let's see the third data. So if you want to stacking, you have to use rbind function. So in the rbind function, here is I provide the first data name is first and the second data name is second. Then I will bind this by using the rbind function. So when I'm binding, so this is happen. This means that there is x0, x1, x2, and this data is come from what? From the first data, and the second is come from where? From the second data. So what will happen if we add the third? What will happen? The third data. I expect error. Yeah. This is because number of column of argument do not match, because in third data there is only what, two columns. As you can see here is two columns, but in the second and in the first data we have what, three different columns, x2, x1, and x0. This means that when you are using stacking or rbind function, be sure that your column should match to different data. That means this contains three columns, this contains three columns, but the third one is only contains two columns. So you have to match all the data frame headings. So this will not be work. Yeah, so by this way you can stacking. So stacking will work on the rbind function when you have the same column numbers or column or data headings. Then let's use the cbind function to combine data frames side by side. So in this case, you have to use the cbind function. Cbind function. So in order to do that, you have to use cbind here, then first, then third. If you are interested in second, it will combine data frames side by sides. Yeah. So it doesn't create any problem, unlike rbind function, because in our third data, the column is 2, here is 3, here is 3. But when you come to cbind, it doesn't affect our combination. So by this way, you can combine your data. Even you can use this techniques. So again, let's create some studio data for merging. So in order to use merging, your data should contain common variables in the same. So most of the time, merge function works when our data contains at least one common variable. So let's create here is the left data, which is composed of ID, which starts from 2 up to 7, and Y2, maybe it's patient, whatever it is, maybe it's planted or any observation. So type this and let's show you what's left look like this. So this is ID, which is status 2 up to 7, and is some random number for the Y2 variables. Then let's proceed for the right. So on the right side, I created 1 up to 4, and each replicated 2 times. And the sample is name is Z2, which is a letter. Maybe it's the name of some person. So type this. This again for the right data. Here is the right data. In both cases, ID is what is common. ID is common. So let's merge the two data. That means the left and the right. As I told you before, when you are using a merge function, there should be some the variables that common in both data. So let's use the merge function, and left is our left data and right is another data. So type this and submit to our studio. So as you can see here is 2, 3 and 4 are only found in both in the left as well as in the right. So it will only merge or what the observation or data that found is in both in the left and in the right, because in the left data the number starts from what? From 2 up to 7. When we come to in the right data, it starts from 1 up to 4. So 1 will not be included here. Again, in the left data, 5, 6 are present. But when you are merging together from the left data, 5, 6, and 7 will not be displayed, and from the right, 1 will not be included. So when we're merging both data, we will get what? 2, 3, and 4, because 2, 3, and 4 both found in left and right data. And this method of merging is referred as what? As inner joining. So submit this one. Then, if you want to merge all rows that found in both left as well as y, disregarding of their rows, you have to use the function all is equal to true. The default one is false, but if you say merge, then provide your first data, then provide your second data, then all is equal to true, you are telling to R to include both left data observation and right data observation as what? As one. So this method is referred as what? Outer join. So as you can see here, it included both the first data, that means left data, here is the y2 is left data, and again here is the z2 or the right data is included together. Why here is NA? Here is NA because in left data, 1 is not present. Yeah, ID number 1 is not present, but it is what? It is present in right data. And when we come to here, 5, 6, 7, which is present for in the left data, but absent what? In right data observation. So by this way, you can merge both observations that found in the left data and in the right data. So by this way, you can include all rows that found in both data by specifying all is equals to true. So let's continue our lesson. Let's clear this one. Again, this is referred as what? As outer join. including all observation and merging together. But if you want to retain everything in the left data frame, I mean, if you want to include all observations that you found in the left data frame and merge to the right one, that only match to what? To the right data frame. So you have to specify all dot x is equals to true. So when this means it is left join. That means you want to retain everything in the data frame, what in the left data frame, but that thing should be matched only to what? To the right data frame. So you have to specify all dot x is equal to true. When you say all is equal to true, it will merge all data frame that found in left and right observation. Yes, let's show you. Here is ID number for the left data is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it will include. But when you come to the right data, it only matches to what? To this observation and discard this one. This means it is left join because the left data is keep as it is, but the right data will be displayed that only match to what? To the left data. So in this case, you have to specify all dot x is equals to true. The reverse is what? It is right join. That means if you want to retain everything that is in the left data frame and you want to merge only that match to the left one, so you have to say all dot y is equals to true. That means all observation that found in the right data or in the right observation will be displayed, but that match to what? To the left one. So 2, 3, 4 will be displayed, and the other thing will not be shown. So type this and submit to our studio. Yeah. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 found in what? In the right data, but one is not present in what? In left data, so it's NA. But in the common, 5, 6, and 7 are not a part of what? The right data. So it discard 5, 6, and 7. But the reason 1, 2, 3, 4 displayed here is because 1 is present in what? In the right data, 2 is present in the right data, 3 is present in the right data, and 4 is present in the right data. So it will keep all observation for the right data will be displayed, and it will show you NA. It's not found in what? In the left data, but here is the matching. Yeah, one is displayed in the right one. So in this way you can specify. I know it is somehow quite a confusion, but if you run the codes again and again, it will easy for you. Then lastly, if in both data, in the first or in the left or whatever it is, if there is no common words or common variables, you have to specify by is equals to x and by is equals to argument to specify the column that you want to merge. So let's remind you, I want to merge this one. Here is the column heading is x0, x1, x2. And here is the left one is what? ID and y2. So the merge function is only works when we have what? When we have the same column heading, or at least one column heading should be matched between the first and the left. So here is the column heading is x0, x1, and x2. Here is in the left data is ID and y2. So if you merge the first and left, it is error because there is no common column names. So under such condition, but if you want to combine both data without having a common column, you have to use the function by dot x is equal to the column that you want to merge, and by dot y is equal to the column that you want to merge. So let's say here is our data name is first and the second data name is left, and here is by dot x. This means in the first I want to combine the column that found in the first data by what? By x naught, which is found in the first. And again in the left, you have to specify by y dot y in what? The name is id. So if you specify this one, it will merge the first and the left data in this format. Yeah. So it combines by x naught and again by what? By id. Yes, by ID. So in this way, you can merge your data. So this is all about today's tutorial regarding to combining and merging. So I will put the codes in the description box for your practice, and in upcoming videos I will upload reshaping of data, especially wide to long to wide format. Until then, have a nice time.